and welcome back to Project Highrise with Dr. Clumber. Yes, things are going quite well, but my officers, my medium officers, have decided they are annoyed for whatever reason. And that is a problem. Yeah, there goes another one. And of course my builders are more busy moving the stuff that's moved out than they are fixing the problem by building the janitor. Computer and IT. Right, so we need to put a halt on our residential stuff and do this first. Because I do want these medium officers to work well, and they're not doing it at the moment, and that is a problem. I think I'm going to lose all of these, and which is really annoying because that's a lot of money. Because to put them back in is like 5,000, and my whole building crew. This is something that really annoys me. They are leaving. My building crew is busy tidying up their boxes instead of actually fixing the ficking problem. Which is just, you know, I could just drop the rent on them. I will do that. See if I can actually stop them from leaving. No, just as I do that, they've left. Flippin' heck. So now we will be putting in these services, which cost money, and nobody will actually want to use them anymore because everybody who should be using them has moved out. But there you go, that's life, eh? That is life. In the meantime, we will finish putting these units in. So the point of these is that I was debating whether I wanted to be luxury or not, and I think what we will do is start with a number of deluxe ones. At the bottom floors, because they hate noise and smell, and there will be a bit of noise from the office below. Oh, actually there isn't. Oh, that's good. So that is another advantage of splitting it up like this. Oh, that's very good. In that case, we're going to go luxury all the way, because I like the extra income. That does mean though that we need to put in cable and gas here. Cable, gas and water. Yeah, we will still consider that. Commercial printing. Oh, so annoying, this. What do you need? Water. Of course you need water. I haven't got any water here. So to put in water, we need to drag it from here, up there, down here, down there. Which is possible because there's room for it, but it's expensive. But we need water in the what's it as well, and this way we have enough for that flat as well. So we will do that, even though I don't like spending that sort of money on it, because now we need to do this, we need to do this. Oh, actually I didn't need to do that at all, so that's really stupid. But we do need to get it down there, and then there, and then there. I've done this in probably the most inefficient way ever, because I could have just dropped down here. Yeah, well, there we go. I've got a janitor. Maybe these people are now considering staying. I don't know. I've dropped the rent on these completely. I want my officers back, because this really means... there goes another one. Really killing my... what's it as well, this. But these officers, I need them because they are high revenue, right? So I can't afford to have them dropping out like this. At the same time, I can't now afford to build everything up the way I wanted to, so it's all just a pain in the knuffles. And if you don't know what that means, don't worry, so do I not know what that means. Is this where we get a big loan, put the luxury apartments in, and have income that way? See how much we got. Yeah, flipping heck, we're losing money now because of these bloody officers moving out. And what am I? Bloody. So this is something that happens in this game a bit too easily, in my opinion. And the key reason is they go and tidy up officers that are leaving rather than fixing the problem that is making them leave. And if I was their manager, I'd sack them all on the spot, frankly. So I need my officers back, and I need a lot of money for that. And this is the only way to do it, because we're running at a loss at the moment. Yeah, very annoying this. And now they're fixing this, because yeah, that's important. I've only got 3 of my medium officers left now. Come on, finish this floor. Oh, we've run out of money. Yes, I'm well aware, love. I am well aware. I'm going to start putting them back in anyway. This is a huge risk because they might just jump straight out again. And they have got a tendency of doing that, as you've just seen. But I need the money. I can't do without that rental income. Because what was a very good, strong financial position is all of a sudden looking like a bit of a no-go zone. What did we lose here? That's finance. And that's law. And that's GP. So we've lost some law. Do I want more law or do I want more? Well, it doesn't actually matter too much. Finally. Courier. Not present, no demand. Now I know that I have couriers. Commercial printing. Kablummo. There goes more money per day. Computer and IT. Kablamo. There goes more money per day. Catering. Desired by tenants. That's lovely. You can do without the bloody catering for now. Yeah, so this is what I did actually mention this in the previous episode. Putting these in creates pressure on all sorts of things elsewhere. And actually, even though you create more revenue, yeah, so we've got more revenue, the expenses go up and up and up. And that's here, infrastructure and utilities and services. And that's just expensive, really is expensive. I could use a campaign at this point to cut out some. What I will do, I think, is do that and put in the garbage services. I have to be very careful because again here we will need all sorts of utility type things. Handyman, housekeeping, dry cleaning. I believe the handyman is in demand quite quickly. And then we need, I'm going to extend the floor straight away because we will need other of those. And I want room for that, but what I'm going to do first is put in my... Oh, I didn't need to put them on the first 2, but who cares? And then of course the other thing we need is cable, which is expensive, and 10 isn't enough because we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 10 is enough. Ah, that's a load of my hat. Right, so then we've got that. Then we need to connect them all. Because again, just like with the medium officers, these folks you really don't want to piss off because they cost too much to put back in. This is a handy trick, by the way. If you only need to jump 2, it will connect. If you need to connect more, it won't. Water I didn't do either, of course. There. Do you notice, by the way, that the higher you get, it becomes more expensive? So 13, 13, 14. I think that's a pretty cool feature. How much gas have we actually got? I don't think we have a lot. Because we have a gas manifold. Oh, we don't have a gas manifold at all. That's interesting. So we need one of those. And again, that's 10. So these will be upgraded as soon as we go up or wide or whatever. And then I suspect we are going to run into trouble, but we're going to do it anyway because we get them in cheaper now because of the bus campaign. And adding in luxury at this point is actually really useful because it helps you. Other things later on will need luxury apartments. So if I get this right now, I can stop having to worry about that. That's all you need. Okay. Speaking of electrical transmitters, how are the rest of our utilities looking? Telephone pressure. Telephone pressure. Telephone. And the automatic renovations kicked in again. Like I said, that's gonna take a lot of money out all the time, which is annoying. Is that connected? I'm not sure it is actually. Yeah, it is. Okay. And now we wait and see. Let's hope that these idiots are now happy. We can do a bit of decorating. Check it out. What do we want? Oh, isn't that lovely? Look, we've got a window. Yeah. So now we just sit here, twiddle our thumbs, hope that everything is stable and that we don't lose more money. Because if we go negative again today, could become difficult. It looked like it was a very stable building, and as soon as you start doing things like putting a medium or luxury or whatever, you run into potential issues. What have we got here? Electrics and phone. They both need it. We will extend that there. Why have I got that there? Do these cost money per day? Yeah, they do. Get rid. That really doesn't make sense to me, so we'll get rid of that. I think that reaches, and then we need that, like that. Fixed. Right, so how do you like living here? Oh, actually they are satisfied, so that's good. That's very good. And how do they like it? We want file storage, we want catering, we want computer and IT. Well, you've got computer and IT, that's right here. And you've got commercial printers. Oh, and they've left already. Can you believe it? We just had a lunch meeting without lunch. They are so demanding, these people. And they don't actually pay enough. Considering going lift here, but I don't have the money for it, so tough. And these catering people, of course, need lots and lots and lots of stuff as well. Don't think I can actually build them yet. Oh, tickle me pink. Actually, I should be building them here, but you know what? We'll do that. One complaint, and they move out. Can you believe that? Oh, you're still on. Give me money. We'll see if you're happy after a while. You're still on, Tingy. Oh, oh, oh. File storage. Yeah, it's coming. You moany flipping bar stewards. Seriously. Everything needs to be done for these people. Come on in. If you moan, we will lower your rent. Great policy. So these are happy. That's actually something that's really good, right? I was worried that they would be unhappy, but it seems like my little handyman and plumbing is actually doing stuff, so that's good. Catering. Catering needs to go here because I want to keep the smell and stuff away. Up, whoop, whoop, whoop. There. Hook them up because they have, I think, a need for everything. You know, the offices that I've worked at, if we needed a caterer, we go to the bloody town and find a caterer. Bloody moany bar stewards. Money, money, money. At least if we do manage to sort all this out and keep it stable, oh, it would be nice, wouldn't it? Then we can start thinking about increasing our residential potential. I also really would like to make some money now. Population of 250. I think we need that one. Whew, we've got some money. Good. More commuters. Increase the number of office workers to 150. That's not bad. But how about 16 one-bedroom apartments? Because we want to do that. Restaurants, and not yet. I think we will do the one-bedroom. Because again, we need, if we want to extend our restaurants and stuff, we need the supply for that. So we need people who actually want to use them. And yeah, that isn't easy without a lot of people on site. Insufficient. Boom, more money. I always do that, I don't know why. Insufficient. Boom, more money. No, wait. They want file storage that we haven't got. Look at that, just one bloody towel. File storage. As a good archivist, I know that we live in the basement. And printing. Yeah, why not? Right, so now I'm fairly certain that this is all, you know, they've got plenty. If they still moan now, I'm going to shoot them all and replace them for proper people. In the meantime, we can do one of these, but I never really find this all that interesting, really. What might be interesting is the building more floors. Gas, I knew that was going to be a problem. As it is going to be a problem long term, we are going to invest in this. Because we will get more tenants, so there's no point in not doing that. Yeah, there is one bus campaign that lets you build quicker, which is build floors more cheaply. 50% construction cost for new floor tiles, elevated stairwells and utility closets. So that's actually very valuable, especially if we're going up for these one-bedroom apartments. And these one-bedroom apartments are two wider than the other ones. So if we build them there, yeah, if we're going to use bus, then that's what we will use it for. And we're going to start them at the bottom, I think, in this case. Yeah. And we will also add, how many one bedrooms do they want? 2 plus 10 is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. We'll continue our luxury there. So at this moment in time, building these is actually cheaper than normal. So it's worth getting everything done as well as possible. Does that also mean we want to go higher and finish all our money up? Not yet. Let's see how profitable we are. We will put the trash in because why not? And there as well, now that we've decided to go that way. Don't move out, don't move out, don't move out. I love you, really. So our prestige is coming up quite well here, and that means that we're unlocking more and more different surfaces and stuff. And that's actually very useful. We might consider, for example, getting that metro now, because it increases the number of people coming, which is great for the shops and stuff. So the metro will go at the bottom here. Aesthetics, artworks are great, but not yet. They're very expensive to buy, and my revenue isn't that strong yet, so I can't really afford to do that. But the metro is interesting. So where would we put the political office? Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Easy enough. So we will add a layer on that. And a utility. And I don't think you can buy these outright. You need to have the floor done. Yeah. Alright. At least construction is going pretty quick at this point, which is useful. So this tower now looks like this is the width, but actually I might put another whole wing of large or whatever apartments on it as well, basically because we can. I would think my offices and stuff at this point, my restaurants are becoming very profitable, which they are, so that's good. And I just noticed that, as usual, I've done half a job with this. I don't even know what that is. File storage. Okay. So the interest for my restaurants, my rent is going to go up, because they need to be able to afford that now. If they can't, then tough. They need to do a better job. We're going to have to pay for the metro somehow, folks. It's not all freebie BB. I'd like to see the report at this moment in time. We're getting in 1420, and our daily expenses. Right, so we're only making 2,000 profit as well at this point. That's not very much. I wonder if the economy is crashing a bit here without me realizing. I might have missed the announcement. But we can use the bus now to do the filling the apartments, so that is very useful. And we want small one beds above ground floor. No, I didn't realize that. Apparently you can't have an apartment if it's on the ground floor. There. There. Excellent. So let's use this now to do that. Right, so my apartments become cheaper. I don't think we can fill all of them, so I will start with this. Oh, and because I can't build on the ground floor, I'm one short anyway. But we will do this anyway. Oh, no, Tim. What have you forgotten, as always? And what's going to cost a ton of money? I should have done this and then do the campaign tomorrow, I think. Because not only do we need these, we also need our phone, our cable, our everything. Very RSI inducing, this bit, by the way. I wish there was a button to just do this automatically, because you have to go from left to right. So if you're sensitive to bad mouse movements, the money. I flipping screwed that up, didn't I? I've still got this loan, which is very expensive and probably killing my profitability as it is. I'm going to have to get a smaller loan and hope that that is enough. And it might not be. Actually need to think very carefully here, because this is only 10. This is only 10 and already on. Oh. Yes, that's what this game is about, people. It's about fixing the utilities. That's basically all there is. I'm doing this on purpose. I'm going to put those in first because I can afford to. Whilst also upgrading my cable TV and so on. I hope. Yeah, just. I want my cable TV. I don't believe that's how the song goes, but utilities. Yes, okay. Very annoying this. Really very annoying. We're going to continue putting these in so that my rent goes up a bit. The problem I have is if I put these in now, I could put a few in, I suppose. Did I do the cable and all that on there? No, I'm not even going to be able to afford it. Okay. So this is all annoying. As usual, we have to just wait and see. Out of money, 2 loans taken, not very good. We need to pay this back as soon as possible, but it's 27 due. So I mentioned in episode 1 these loans are a bit of a trap. Hell yeah, they're very much of a trap. So I've used that bus for 4 apartments now. The only good news is that they'll be filled a bit quicker now. It's really annoying to have wasted that, because it means that basically I've spent like 200 points or something on something that I'm not using. I should have thought that through a bit better. Always remember to do your utilities. Anyway. At least nobody's moving or panicking or, you know, stuff like that. We're doing alright. Even the medium officers are becoming satisfied. You've still got low rent, so screw you. You're too happy. You're going to pay for that. And so are you. And so are you. Because I'm not having you leave. They're satisfied even though they're not that profitable. You notice that? That's pretty cool, really. And aesthetics we haven't done anything on. Traffic is really heavy now. There's a lot of internal traffic, and there's a huge amount of traffic, of course, for all the offices. So what this does by putting the residential here is that they move that way and other people move that way. But all in all, I think we will be alright. Noise is really well managed at the moment. That's why I wanted to do it like this. The smells are really well managed at the moment. That's why I wanted to do this. You can see these bins produce a little bit of smell. That's why you put that one there and the green one there, or the green one, the recycling one, because that makes slightly less smell. So these apartments shouldn't be really affected by that. Trash, we haven't got any trash problems by the looks of things, so that's okay. Grime, we have lots of problems, even though we have the auto talkies on. They're not doing their job. I find this a really frustrating part of the game, really. They should be doing a lot better than that. I've had to let my bus run out because I need to save more money before finishing all this, although I suppose I could now put in because I think he has everything. Cable, yeah, water, gas, yeah. And the one above does as well. So if we can afford it, no, we can't even afford that. Right. 370, I'm sure these pay that sort of money as well. Yeah, 318. So that's not a lot of difference really for something that's 2 tiles wider. It looks like these little ones are actually more profitable per mile. Which is a bit odd, to say the least. But we can now test whether they are happy. Strange smell. So they really do think these bins smell a bit too much. But you know, screw you, it's your own bin. You've got to live with it. Why are you unhappy? Yeah, because it's grimy. I agree with that. Electrics and phone. And we can't afford the final bit, so my copy center printer is just sitting there useless. So this one leaving, is that really bad? No, because like I mentioned in the first episode, we want to try and get rid of this in the long term and do other stuff with it. We might just tag on here or whatever. We will find a way to make them a bit more useful in the grand scheme of things. Let's finish this before I completely forget. I'm amazed nobody's not left yet because they couldn't ring the copy servers. Right, so another bit of money and another one of these. And I think what we'll do is risk it and put that in and then make sure we've got all the gas, water, cable we've got, phone we've got, and electrics. Actually we've got that all the way up, so that's very useful. The more of these I put in, what do you mean? You've got a gas hookup, haven't you? Oh, it's missed by 1. Wonderful. The more we put in of these, of course, the more we need surfaces, right? So one of the things we need to consider now is going down, and it won't reach, but that doesn't actually matter. We know now that that's the plan, because I think we'll call it an episode here. So we've survived our first major readjustment wobble, which you always get. We are struggling for cash, which is really annoying because we're paying back 900 a turn at a very slow rate in loans. But that's not the biggest problem. The biggest problem really is that yeah, we're just in a bit of a pickle now. Our liquidity is very low, as a manager would call it. So we could do with getting more cash, but we need to do that. We need to finish these contracts, and to do that we need to finish this lot. And to finish this lot we need to get a hell of a lot more money going in. So we're in a bit of a catch 52, catch 51 here. Having said that, I still think there's a lot of potential. I've been here before and we can fix this. So we'll see how much profit we make this turn, and then I'm going to love you and leave you, have a bit to eat, and then come back for some more. Come on, give us like 10,000. 10,000 would be really good. 2,000? Yay, 2,000. Okay. So that's alright. That means we can finish putting in some more of these at the next episode. Before we do that, I'll finish that off because I find that message so annoying. But yeah, we will finish this off in the next episode. Hopefully get some more liquidity in, and then take it from there. Right, my name's Dr. Clumber. You've been watching Project Highrise. And oh yeah, I just want to say the image I'm using here, that's the Arts Tower in Sheffield. I think this is probably one of the prettiest, how do you say that? Prettiest, it's not a skyscraper, it's not really that high, it's pretty high. And I've been on top of that. It's a brilliant building. I've worked in the university library, which that building is sort of part of, and lots of other stuff. I've been doing some teaching in the basement. When it was old, it was terrible, and when they refurbished it all, it was incredible. So I do appreciate these little blue men doing the refurbishing. It's just that they need to get on with it. Right, that's me out, Dr. Clumber. If you like this, then please like and subscribe, and I hope to see you for the next one. Bye bye.